Prince Harry talks about powerful new film of Princess Diana on World AIDS Day. The Duke of Sussex has made an urgent plea. The Duke of Sussex has made an urgent call to end the HIV and pandemics in a powerful new video to mark World AIDS Day on Wednesday. Prince Harry has narrated a new film from the People's Vaccine alongside Winnie Byanyima, UNAIDS executive director, that highlights the striking parallels between the struggles for access to HIV and the glaring inequalities in access to vaccines. It opens with Ms. Byanyima saying, "The world is fighting a killer virus, and not for the first time." Footage from the late 1980s and 1990s talking about the worldwide HIV and AIDS crisis is then shown, including Harry's late mother, Princess Diana, meeting sufferers. The Duke says, "There are striking parallels between pandemic and another deadly pandemic, one that emerged 40 years ago." The video notes how both pandemic and HIV have caused millions of deaths, and how because of scientific breakthroughs, for many, life could begin again. Harry then says, "But not for all." He continued, "This is a story of how corporate greed and political failure have prolonged both pandemics and what we can do to stop it." Harry then added, "By ending vaccine monopolies and sharing technology, companies in the developing world can start producing vaccines too, break the monopolies, deliver a people's vaccine." Harry co-founded Centerbail in 2006 in memory of his mother's charitable work in combating the HIV crisis. He and wife Meghan have been campaigning for global vaccine equity, making several public appearances in New York in September, including at Global Citizen Live. In response, Christine Stegeling, executive director at Frontline AIDS, says, "This is not the first time the governments of rich countries have moved on from a problem as soon as it appears to be in someone else's backyard. We saw it with AIDS, where the transformative impact of HIV treatments in rich countries has seen urgency, focus, and funding for the global response fall sharply, and we are starting to see the same thing with pandemic. We cannot allow history to repeat itself. The pandemic is far from over, but high-income, high-vaccination countries are already starting to talk about future pandemics, while turning a blind eye to those that continue to impact poorer regions. This will only prolong the pain of existing pandemics, placing millions of lives at risk. We urgently need a people's vaccine to benefit everyone, everywhere. My mother will be deeply grateful for everything you stand for and have accomplished. We all share that gratitude, so thank you," the Duke of Sussex said in a letter to leaders of the scientific community. Prince Harry is speaking out on behalf of his late mother Princess Diana. The Duke of Sussex is calling on the world to join a movement to ensure that science for HIV reaches all who need it most. Harry has written a letter and narrated a film in honor of World AIDS Day on Wednesday to bring awareness to the fight against HIV and AIDS, a cause championed by his mother. Diana was at the forefront in the effort to break the stigma experienced by people affected by HIV and AIDS. We honor those whose lives have been cut short and reaffirm our commitment to a scientific community that has worked tirelessly against this disease, Harry writes in a letter. "My mother will be deeply grateful for everything you stand for and have accomplished. We all share that gratitude, so thank you," he continues. Harry, who has twice undergone public testing for HIV to encourage people to be tested, spoke out at the special UNAIDS conference. "It is striking to now see the world's leading AIDS activists are also leading the call for vaccine equity," his letter continues. "Vaccinating the world is a test of our moral character, and we are experiencing a spectacular failure when it comes to global vaccine equity. Similar to the AIDS crisis, we've yet again revealed over the past year that the value of life depends on whether you were born and/or live in a rich nation, or a developing country." In the accompanying film, narrated by Harry and Winnie Byanyima, he speaks out on vaccine access, likening it to the efforts to help those with HIV and AIDS. "This is a story about how corporate greed and political failure have prolonged both pandemics, and what we can do to stop it," he says in the video that was played at the beginning of the UNAIDS conference. It follows his and wife Meghan's intervention in the debate about the worldwide access to vaccines at the Global Citizen Live event in New York in September. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.